Morning, everyone. Hope all of you doing good. So today we are talking about the remaining of functions that we see it important for you, which are the logical functions and the date and also the string functions. So that's why we combine them, because we know that it's like all of them are so easy and so simple. There is no complexity in any of them. So that's why we are just combining them and doing it all together. And for sure, you won't have any problem with it. But first, I want to tell you something, which is about today's exam. So today we have our second test at 9 p.m. and all the requirement will be attached with the link. زۆر باشە. بۆ ئەوەی کەس بیانووی نەبێ، کەس نەڵێ وەڵا نەمزانی، کەس نەڵێ وەڵا پێیان نەوتم، ئێمڕۆ کۆتا جارەکە پێتان بڵێم، هەموو ڕۆژانێکی یەکشەممە سەعات 9 شەو تۆ تێستت هەیە. هەموو ڕۆژانێکی یەکشەممە سەعات 9 شەو تێستت هەیە. ئەگەر سوتفە یەکشەممەیە تێستمان نەبێ یاخود پلانێکی ترمان هەبێ ئاگادارتانەکەینەوە. بەڵام ئیتر من پێویست ناکە هەموو جارێک ئەم قەوانە کۆنە لێبەمەوە بۆ ئێوە و کاتی وانەکەمان و کاتی محاسەرەکەمان بە فیڕۆ بین بە دووبارەکردنەوەی ئەم مۆزوعە. هەموو ڕۆژێکی یەکشەممە سەعات 9 شەو تۆ تێستت هەیە، ئەبێ ئامادە بیت. جا لەگەڵ تێستەکەی مجموعی ریکوایرمنتی زۆر بەسیط هەیە کە من بۆم داناون تر نازانم ئایا ئەمە ئیحمالیە یاخود حساب نەکردنە بۆ ئێمە و بۆ کاتەکەی ئێمە یاخود ئەوەیە کە پەلەپەلیە. بۆیە من ئەم جاریان هیچ شتێ لەوانە قبول ناکەم. پێویست ئەکاکەوە ناوەکەت بە عەرەبی بنووسیت، ئەمە سەرەتا یەکەم شت. دووەم پێویستەکە کۆدەکەت بە کاملی بنووسیت، کەوا من باسی کۆ دەکەم کۆد بەچی دەست پێکە بە UOS-CDC دۆت ڕقەمەکەی خۆت. کەس دانانیشی ڕقەمەکەیم بۆ بنووسێ، من دانانیشم فیلد بۆ تۆ پڕکەمەوە لە بەرەوەی تۆ تااقەتە نییە خود لە بەرەوەی تۆ بەلاتەوە ئاساییە و شتەکەت بە ئیهمالی گرتووە. ئێمە ئەمە قبول ناکەین. ئەم جارێ ئەوە امتحانی پێشوو لەگەڵ هۆموەرکەکانە قبولمان کرم، جارە قبول کراو نییە، ئەبێ کۆدەکەت بە کاملی بنووسیت. پاشان ئیمێلەکەت کەس بە ئیمێلی شخصی داخل نەبێ، بە ئیمێلی ئیمپاکت داخڵە بیت، ئیمێلەکە بە مەزبوطی ئەنووسیت. هەموویم بۆ داناون لە ستریمان پێشووتر و ئەم جارش بە هەمان شێواز ئەم ڕوونکردنەوانە بخوێنەرەوە، چونکە لەسەرت ماڵە ئەگەر هەج بە ڕێزێک ئەو ڕیکوایرمنتانی من دامناوە جێبەجێ نەکات، دڵنیا بێ لە 100% کەوا امتحانەکەی حساب ناکەم، ڕێک ئەو ڕیکۆردی ئەو دلیتەکەم لەناو تێستەکەیە. پاشان سەبارەت بە ناونانی فایلەکەت لەگەڵ لینکی تاقیکردنەوەکە ئەتاچ کراوە. کاتێککە لینکی تاقیکردنەوەکەت بۆ هات فایلی ئەگزڵەکەشی لەگەڵایە کە تۆ تێستەکەی لەسەرەکەی کە تۆ پراکتیکال ئەگزامەکەی لەسەرەکەی ئەو فایلە داونلۆد ئەەکەی، ڕینەیمی ئەەکەی بە کۆدەکەت، واتە کۆدەکەت UOS-CDC دۆت ژمارەکەی خۆت بەو ناوە بۆم ئەنێری، بە هیچ ناوی ترۆ بۆم نانێری. ئەگەر بە هەج ناوی ترۆ بێ دیلیتی ئەەکەم. پاشان ئەو فایلە مباشرەتەن لە لای خۆ دای بنێ. ئیمێل بۆ من مەکە بڵێ وەڵام مامۆستا فایلەکە و نەناردو، من فایلەکە لەگەڵ لینکی تێستەکەیە دامناوە. جاری پێشوو تەلەبە مجموعەیە تەلەبە ئیمێل بۆ منەکە بە پرایڤێت، وەڵام مامۆستا لینکینەکە سوالی ئەکسڵی عملەکەی تیانە. من دانانیشم هەموو جارێم ڕوونکردنەوەی بۆ تۆ بەم و دابنیشم هەموو جارێ بۆ تۆی پۆستکەمەوە جارێکی تر، بۆی کەسیش پێمان نەڵێ چکە خوێنکار هەبوو پێوتم وەڵام مامۆستا تۆ دوای 7 دقە ئەگزڵەکە داناوە بە شەرتێک کە من یەکەم دقە کاتێ ئەناونسمنتەکەم کردووە ئەگزڵەکەشم لەگەڵا داناوە، بەڵام ئەو لەو دقەیە نەیبینیوە و دوای ئەوەی کە من جارێکی تر ریپۆستم کردەوە ئینجای بینێ. بۆیە من جارێکی تر ریپۆستی ناکەمەوە بۆی کەسیش ئەو بیانۆمان لێ نەگرێ. کاتی ئیمتحانەکەتان 45 دقەیە، 45 دقە. بۆیە تۆ کاتێکی زۆرت لەبەردەسایە ئەتوانی تێستی خۆت بکەی بەبێز هیچ ترس و بێبێ هیچ پەلەپەلیەک، لەبەری کاتێکی باشە لەبەردەسایە. سوالەکان ئاسانە، سوالەکان ئەگەر هەر خوێندە بێتەوە و لەگەڵمانە ڕۆژانە بەشداری و کردوێک دەنێ کێشە نابێ. بۆیە ئەم خاڵانە بە كردي بيموتن بوي كس دواي قليم لينا كاو أما جاري اشتدو بارينا كموكو بيموتن همو روشي جي يكشما ساعات نوي شوتو تيستد هيا إتر جاري وهي كاتكت نيف ساعتا جاري وهي كاتكت شلو بينج دقيقة لأناونسمنتي إكزامكي لان تيستكي بودان جاري وهي ساعاتيكا أكيد تسر جوري برسياركو ريكويرمنت أكاني برسيارة كمان بويا كاتان لي كم كس نلد أجابو حفتي أين دبيم نوتن يام احتمالي هي بس بين ديزيبلم اكتبتو ميكا بهرا وبلا ما مصابو بيو نوتين ولا من أعجام لي نبو من شو ما درا وشوي تدرا وهالشيء كتير توين لابتوبكو إنترنت كلا خوتا بري بوشي ما لابتوب ما ناونتي بويا ما إنترنت ما ناونتي بو أوي كتو بورتابل بيو بدستو بيه ويت كاتان لي كم كس بيانو نجريت كز نلي من نمزاني أو بيموتون وهمو يكشميك لموضوع همو يكشمي بو خوتي داني كتو تيستهبه زور باشا. أوكي جماعة أريد يعني تعرفون إنه كل يوم أحد الساعة 9 بالليل كل يوم أحد الساعة 9 بالليل عندكم التيست ما حد يقول لي أني ما عرفته أني ما شفته أني ما كان عندي علم لأنه منا وباقي أني ما أسوي announcement بهالطريقة ويعني دا أحكي وفي دا أخذ من وقت المحاضرة 5 ل 10 دقائق من وقت المحاضرة ودا أشرح لكم شلون دا يكون الامتحان وشلون دا يكون وقت الامتحان هذا آخر مرة وما أعيده لأنه أنتم هسه تعرفون وسويتوا الامتحان الأول لذلك هذا الامتحان يكون أسبوعيا يوم الأحد الساعة 9 هذا آخر مرة أني أعيده ما أعيده بعد آن بس لازم دا تعرفون كل يوم أحد أسبوعيا الساعة 9 بالليل عندكم امتحان هذا النقطة الأولى النقطة الثانية كيفية ملء الفورم أولا لازم تكتب أسماءكم بعربي ثانيا لازم تكتبون الكود بشكل كامل ما حد يكتب لي بس رقمها إذا تكتب لي رقمك بس يعني بدون اليو او اس 21 دوت أنا دا أحسبها إنه أنت ما تحسب حساب إلنا وما عندك وقت إلنا لذلك إحنا هم ما عندنا وقت إلكم راح رأسا أسوي ديليت للريكوردك يعني نحسبك كأنك ما امتحنت يمنا لأنه أنا كتبت بالستريم يعني واضح جدا إنه لازم تملأ الفورمة بشكل كامل الاسم والكود والإيميل لازم تستخدم إيميل إمباكت لا تستخدموا إيميل شخصي وعلى السؤال العملي والفايل أنا راح أخليها بالستريم ويا اللينك يعني اثنيناتهم كل مرة اثنيناتهم دي يكون مع بعض ما حد يقول لي بعدين أنا ما شفت اللينك ما شفت الفايل لو يدز لي إيميل أنا ما أجاوب على أي إيميل لأنه أنا خليت كل شيء على الفايل وكل شيء على الستريم وكل شيء على جوجل كلاس روم ما أجاوب على أحد لأنه كل شيء مضبوط 100% ما عندنا أي نقص ما عندنا أي شيء إذا كان نقص إذا كان شيء إذا أنا يكون مكانكم ما حتى أنا ما أدس إيميل لأنه بعدين الأستاذ مجبر إنه دا يعطيكم درجة كاملة إذا كان بي نقص إذا كان بي خلط لذلك ما حد يدز لي إيميل وما حد يكتب لي كومنتات بالكلاس روم أو فايل العملي مو موجود لو هذا السؤال غلط وأريد وضع توضيح على السؤال الفلاني لأنه أشوفه غلط هذا مو مشكلتك إذا تشوفه غلط سيبه أو اكتب أي شيء لأنه ما تقدرون تسيبوها فارغ اكتب أي شيء بعدين بعد ما نشرح لكم إذا كان بي غلط رأسا أنت تاخذ الدرجة كاملة بدون أي نقص بس إذا ما كان بي غلط معناته إنه أنت ما دارس وما ما عرفت شلون تجاوب على هذا السؤال والفايل لازم تسموها بالكود الخاص بكم ما حد يدز لي فايل باسم معين لو الاسم اللي موجود يسوي له داونلود ويخلي يعني يطبق عليه وبعدين يسوي ابلود لهذا الفايل بدون ان يغير الاسم لذلك اول شيء بعد ما سويتوا داونلود للفايل جيبوا الفايل على ديسكتوب حتى ده يكون يبين قدامكم وخيروها بالكود مالتكم لانه صار طلاب دازوا لنا فايلات كان بيها شيء غير لانه سوى غلط وما كان يعرف انه هذا فايل غير بعدين يدز لنا ايميل وده يقول اني سويت غلط لانه ما كنت اعرف انه الفايل الامتحان اياهم كان لذلك خليها على الديسكتوب غير الاسم باسم UOS 21 دوت الرقم خاص بك ما حد يدز لي شيء غير هذا. شكرا لكم، وهذا آخر مرة يعني أعيد هذا الموضوع، وما أعيده بعد هذا المرة، وما أكررها. كل يوم أسبوع ساعة، كل يوم أسبوع يوم الأحد الساعة 9 بالليل عندك تيست. إذا صار أي تأخير راح نخابركم، وراح نسوي announcement بأنه يوم فلاني ما عندكم امتحان. أوكي، بعد ما أعيده. وهذا يوم 8/8 ساعة 18 دقيقة. أنا أسوي الريكورد وقلت لكم كل شيء وما أعيده. أوكي، ما أعيده. شكرا. Okay, let's move to our subject for today. So today we are talking about the logical functions. So our starting is going to be with the if or the condition. So the condition, normally we know that we have a condition, or we have criteria that we want to apply on the data. Based on this criteria, if it's true, giving us the let's say the answer that we want. If it's false, so it has to give us the false answer as we want. So how we are applying the condition on our data? First, because we have functions, so we have to have equal. I will write if, then open a bracket. First, we want to test which data. I want to test this data to check if this data is bigger, or let's say smaller than 1,000. If it's smaller than 1,000, what you have to write me between double quote, because we have a string, so I will write normal. If it's not less than 1,000 and it's more than 1,000, so what you have to write me expensive. Okay, it's expensive. So if a carpet is like, its price is more than $1,000, so it means that it's expensive carpet. That's why we are just putting this. So the first one, if the test, or if the logical test is true, give me this answer. If it's false, give me this answer. So let's try it. Now I see it's normal. Why? Because 540 is less than 1,000. Apply it on all. I see here is saying it's expensive. Why? Because it's 7,000. Here is 10,000. Here is 1,125. Here is 10,000. Here is 3,000. So that's why we see there is some of them which is expensive and the rest is normal. So this way we can check if the data, or if the cell that we are applying the condition on, is it true or false according to my condition. So if it be true, it will give me the first option that I gave. If it be true, so it gave me the first option that I gave. If it be false, it gave me the second option. So here it says value if true, this one, value if false, this one. So according to this data, I now, or according to this information, I know if the data which is in the list that I'm applying the condition on, or the field that I'm applying the condition, or is it the according to the logical test, is it true or is it false? So that's why we can see it this way. Now moving on to what? Moving on to and. While we are talking about and, I have this small table here to apply and on. So let's look at it this way. If it be true, the first condition or the first test is true, then, and the second condition is true, the output will be, it's a question, guys. If we have true, what will be the output? Thank you. Great. Then if we have true, false, what is the output? If one of the condition is true and the other is false, what is the output? Yes, Sherzad, thank you. It's false. Why? Because one of the condition is not true. One of the condition is not true. So here we see if we have one of the condition is not true, so the output is gonna be false. So if you have two condition, or if you two conditions, or if you have three conditions, or if you have four conditions based on the data, so all of them have to be true, then we can say that the output is true. So if there is one of them is false, so the rest is going to be false. Now, let's apply it on the data. Okay. Let's apply this on the data. We said, according to this, if both of the condition is true, so the outcome is true. If not, so it's false. So let's try these two conditions. So we are saying if it's less than 55 and the price is let's say less than or greater than 500. Okay, so if this two is true, so give me true. So if one of them is false, so it has to give me false. Yes, so let's see. So the first one, we see that here is less than 55, and also the price is greater than 500 because it's 540. So the output is true. Then we have here applying on all. We have true, 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 because both of them are true. Here we have false, false. Why? Because both of them are false, so that's why we have a false here. So this is true because both of them are true. And here we have, it is less than 55, but the price is also less than 500, because we said above 500, then count it. So here, that's why we have one of them false. That's why the output is a false. Here is false also because, as we see, one of them is not true. Here as well, this is not true, this is not true, this is not true. Here we have true because both of them are true. Here we have true, here we have false. Why? Because this is not true, and so on. So now we understand that if the conditions are fully true, then we can say the output is true. If one of them is false, so it's false, then the output is going to be false. Okay, let's move to what? Let's move to OR. For OR, if one of them is true, if one of them is true, then the output is going to be what? Yes, exactly. Shema and Briar. It's true, yeah. So true, true, true. Now here we have what? we have false. Why? Because false and false are giving an output of what? Of false. If both of them are false, then we have false. But if one of them is true, so we have true. Okay? Let's try it. We will apply it on the same data with the same criteria. Control C. Then coming here, equal, Control V. We change this to OR. Okay? So we have the same and apply it. So now, while we have both of them are false, then it shows us false, but the rest, all of them are true. Because if one of them is true, it will give me true. But here, because one of them is false, so the output is false. That's why we can see the difference between true, between and or and. And. Yeah, we are just saying and today. So this, you see that the output is showing us in one case we have true while the whole condition is true if we have what? Guys, I asked a question. When we have one true, if the both cases are true. Okay, now it's better. You hear me now? Okay, yeah, I asked if we have if we have two true and the output is true, then in this case, what is our condition? Is it and or? What's our logical function? Thank you, Shema. So if we have both true, then it will give us true. It means that we have and. So if we have one of them true, then the output will be true. What is our logical function? Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Simple like this. So if we need one true to have a true output, it means that we are using OR. But if we need or if we have all true, then the output is true. It means that this is and. Simple like this. So that's why I told you it's so easy and it's so simple to deal with. Now we are moving to what? We are moving to not. Well, for not, it's just reversing the output. If we have true, the output is and if we have false, then the output is true. Now let's apply it on this data. We are saying equal not this one. Now I see it's just reversing all the data. We have one false, it just turn it to true, and also another false, turn it to true, and also true. But the rest are true, it just reverse it to false. So the output of not is just opposite of its origin. It's the opposite of its origin. Great. Now let's try nesting logical functions. Or let's try first nesting if. What do we mean by nesting? What we mean by nesting? Okay, Fennec, it's fine. So nesting, it means that putting a function inside another function. Putting a function inside another function. This word, you will hear it more when we are going to explain the web develop. We have nested if, we have nested, let's say, and we have nested if and or all together. So that's why nesting, we can combine functions in one line together. Let's try it here. What we have first, we are saying equal if, let's say if this less than 500. So say yes. This is for the true. For the false, what we will say, if let's go to here just to check the data. So what we are saying this equal to cotton, give us 1. If not, give me 0. Then closing the brackets of each of them. Now we see that we have the main bracket. We close the main bracket, then we have another bracket for the inner if, which is nested in the main if. That's why we call it nested. Then enter. Let's apply it. I see here is saying yes, 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 yes. Why? Because these are greater than 500. And then we have this one, which is applying the second one. Why? Because the number or the currency or the price is less than 500. And it just checking this one, which is written cotton. So that's why it gave me 1. So if it's not cotton, it gave me 0. Why? Because first, the price is less than 500. Second, it's not cotton here. That's why it gives me this 0 according to the true false. So first, it's just checking this one. And it C is not a yes, so it's coming to the false or the second option. And then you see the second option also is an if here. That's why it's just taking it and then check this one. If it's cotton, then it write me 1. If it's not, it's writing 0 or printing 0. That's why I have 0, 1, and yes. So this is how we are nesting 2 ifs together, and we could just put another if inside the second if, and then another if inside the third if, and another if and another if according to your data and the requirement from you. Now let's do another nesting. This time we are saying equal, and we are saying and if this is equal to wool. Okay. Write me or give me yes. Okay. If not, give me no. Right? Closing this one. Let's come to here. Now the second condition of, or the second logical test, we could just say or combining together. Let's say the stock is greater than 50 and the second condition, the country equal to let's say equal to what? Let's try Russian. Okay. So now we see that we have and then the first logical is a if and the second is an or. So we could do it and then enter. Now I see that it gave me error because it's not applying any of them on the data. So what we can do here, I can just change this one to a normal function, or because I don't know, I didn't check the data fully to know when I could get this result that I'm looking for. So I just could say, if this is true, so do me this, or check the design if it's equal to classic. We don't need it, right? Enter. So also we have no data to apply this on. So let's do something else to have an output. So put this in the end, the beginning, what to have here. Let's say if this one, I want to combine two things here. Let's put an if here. If then and this equal to cotton and this equal to classic, then write okay, yes. If not, apply or here. Let's try this one equal to Russian and this equal to bool. Bash. Now I see that I have this if first condition is an AND, so it apply the AND. If it's true, it will write me number one. If not, it will apply this or function. Let's see. So yeah, it will apply it. If it's not true, it will go to the second condition, which is here. Within the second condition, we have what? We have true or false. Then if it's applying and it's true, the output of this one, then it will give me 1 as a number. 1 and 1. So now, if we are looking to our data when it is 1, so we see that the B2 is equal to cotton. Yes, it is equal to cotton. And the D is equal to classic. So it's classic. So both of them are true. So the output is 1. But here I see that here is the cotton, but this is not a classic, it's modern. So that's why it's false. So it's going to there here. It's checking what? Because we have true. So one of them is true. So what are the conditions? This has to be wool. So I see it's a wool. And this one has to be Russian, but it's not Russian. So it's fine because one of them is true. So it gave me true. For the false, I see that this is Persian and this is silk. So that's why the output is false. And so on. For all the other, you can just do the same and combine them according to your data and your required question. Now let's move to the date. For the date, we have two options that we deal with. However, you could just like change the style and change the output according to some standard that you could just apply it. If you want, you could just Google it or just go to the handbook. You will find that there's the options there. But for us, we are just trying to make it as simple as possible. So we are just taking new and with this double, or let's say the open and close bracket, enter. What's the problem with it? Equal, let's say today. Yeah. And also here we can just use the other one, which is equal new. Why it's not taking my new function? It has to take it simply because it's one of the function. New. Well, we tried with the morning one. What's wrong here? Clear all. I tried today. This is today. We said today and equal. Now equal new. It's not accepting. I think something is wrong with the office that I'm using, because in the morning we tried today and we tried new. So we are just saying equal new, open the bracket and close it again and enter. It will just give you the date of today. But I don't know why it's not writing right now. However, with the morning, we said we use the same data and it just worked without any problem. Anyway, so we have today, this format, we are just saying equal today, open a bracket and close the bracket. Also for new, we are just saying equal new, open a bracket and close the bracket and enter. It will give you the data of today according to the system that you have it. Now, let's move on and try the string functions. The string functions are few, and we are just trying to use this 3 or 4 of them that we see we need it somehow, and it's super easy if you got this such a question in the exam. So be sure that this is as a gift for you. So it's like someone is just giving you 2 or 3 marks and say this is for you as a gift or as a bonus. So how to use the length? We are just saying equal len, this is abbreviation of length, and then open the bracket. Now select the text that you want to see what is the length of this data, and then enter. So it just shows me that it's 7. So we have 7 digits. If in case there's like 2 space here and then enter, we see that now it's counting 9. Why? Because taking space as a character as well. That's why now we have 9. However, it has to be only 7 because the data is 7. So yeah, you could just apply it on the rest. And we have left. This one is just useful while you are just trying to take the abbreviation of the countries. And how we do it is just say equal left. So when we say left, it means like count from left, and we will give the text here is Belgium, Belginia, and then we gave how many characters to print it there for me. I will say 3, so it will take from the beginning 3 digits and 3 characters and print it out for me. For the right is the same, but it will take it from right to left. So let's try. Right? The same text. Yeah. So we went 2 digits, two character of it. Now I see just an NA, which is from here. N and A is printed. So let's apply it on the rest. And we see, yeah, it's just written in A or AN based on the data that you have. The last one is quite funny because we have a text function, but there's like 2 digit or 2 numbers in it. So it's just working like this. You'll say equal MID for middle, and then we gave the text, and we tell them that from left, start from second character and print me 3 characters of this name. So now I see ELG. Why? Because we said from the second character, so the first and the second is L. As is E, then print me 3 characters, so it's ELG. Now we have ELG and we have USS because Russia is just like USS, and then Persian is ERS, and so on. This is how we can apply this data on a bench of information that we have. And it's super easy and simple, as you see. So now I think we finished from our session. Now I will leave you with Mama Sabnar and wish you best of luck for tonight, and try to be relaxed because the question is so easy and so normal. So do it with confidence and relax. Thank you so much. Wish you a great day, and bye-bye. I will leave you with Mama Sabnar. Go ahead, Mama Sabnar.